Welcome to the show. Sophisticated Ignorance. Chris and Corey. Let's go. Sit back, vibe, have a drink. We're about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of laughs and a whole lot of ignorance, man. This one for the culture. So tap in, vibe out, grab a seat, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your house nice and clean, burn a candle. We're about to get into it. Yeah. Sophisticated Ignorance.
Hey, welcome back. Back. Episode 13?
Yes, sir, 13.
Knocking them off,
bad
man.
boys off. What
Yes, sir. Well, I'm one half of your ignorant hoes. My name is Chris.
Hey, I'm Corey Matt Young Gorge.
And we are Sophisticated Ignorance. Bang.
Fire. Bing.
Right back at you. Back in the classroom kicking that content, man. How was your weekend, boss?
My weekend was good. I worked this weekend, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as I got off work, you know what I'm saying, I went to a little party with my girl, one of her friends that she played flag football with. Had a birthday party. That bitch was lit. I was on do say straight. Lost my mind. That shit had done slapped me like, nigga, you forgot you had some of this.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. I can't wait to get that again.
Slumped. But yeah, I had a good time.
What's up, man? I had me a hot little date Saturday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man. My wife took me out. She spoiled me. What Usher say? We traded places. Yeah, my wife took me out to this little Italian spot, man. Food was pretty good, but you know, unfortunately, the service wasn't up to par for my liking. But you know, hopefully that wasn't a color thing.
I would have slid a $2 tip.
I didn't want to, but I had to kill him with kindness. So
yeah, I'd have slid that little $2 tip.
It was unfortunate though, man. I ain't gonna. I should blast him, but I don't.
You
even
think black people don't tip? Okay, I'll show you.
For real.
Give you $2, all in quarters, nickels, dimes.
$2 in pennies. Could you imagine that? $2 in pennies.
200 on.
I'm gonna pay you with this card, but I'm gonna give you
they gonna throw them in the
pennies.
garbage.
They might.
They might throw them in the garbage. Ain't nobody taking pennies.
But other than that, man, I ain't do much. I worked Sunday and kept it real. That's about it. You catch the Grammys?
I don't watch TV.
I don't either.
I caught them on
caught the memes and stuff.
Yeah, I caught the memes and stuff. Shout out to Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Being she won the most Grammys ever out of female artists or male artists. Don't even matter what color you are, what type of artist you are. She has the most Grammys of all time. So
give her a round of applause for that.
Applause for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Beehive and all that, you know what I'm saying? The Beehive, because if you talk bad about Beyonce, boy, they'll get on your ass.
I think she got the best name for like a cult following. So
yeah, a little fan
Rihanna
base
got
group.
the Navy though. That's kind of fire
too.
though.
That's tough.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of fire. But
ain't nobody going hard like the Beehive.
Yeah, them girls and guys and whoever.
You know they ain't never met Beyonce. Probably won't ever meet Beyonce in their life. But they'll pull up to your door.
For real, they'll be out there.
Troll you all day about Beyonce.
I ain't watch him per se, but I did catch some of the weekend thing about him, you know, like not being able to get nominated because
it's definitely rigged though.
Because he performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but that's what that's what I heard. I don't know if it's rigged. I don't really care to be honest, but it is selective. I'll say that.
Pretty sure.
I saw they asked Meg if she thought it was rigged, but she ain't gonna say yeah after she done won. So
she ain't trying to get blackballed.
For real. That's kind of like a stupid thing to say. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and say, yeah, I think it's rigged.
Yeah, you ain't gonna mess up my paper.
Because, you know, I just won, but it's rigged. Nah.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it 100 and be like, hey, I'm sorry. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
And the viewership of the Grammys this year plummeted from past years.
That.
So
that's crazy. But I mean, it's not really because a lot of people been boycotting it.
A lot of people don't like to watch it because it's rigged.
That's true.
A lot of people don't like to watch it. You know, TV ain't what it is. I don't even watch BET like that anymore because it ain't what it used to be.
BET get on my nerves because they block out all the curse words. Like they'll show Friday and you won't hear none of the real language.
But it's crazy because at the BET Awards they be saying shit and all types of stuff, and they be letting it fly. Like it don't be no beep sound after they done said it. Like it get to fly. I don't know, man.
It's weird.
It's a different time today. So
definitely, but funny stuff though. I saw you know the dude Salt Bae who do all the little cutting.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to pronounce his real name or what his real name is.
Salt Bae.
Hey, that's what we call
Salt Bae. My boy be chopping that chopping that meat up. Little salt off the
did
forearm.
You see the video where he was feeding the lady and her husband was standing there like
yeah.
Bro, the memes for that was so hilarious, dog.
He looked like she was out of pocket. Like, girl, what is you doing? What? She ain't had to stick her tongue out.
Yeah, she was doing the most.
She did a little.
How would you feel if that was your girl? What would you do?
Oh, we going to the car. You gotta show me what that tongue do. I ain't worried about that.
If she already with you, you already know. But.
Right, but let's go to the car. My wife already know any little thing she be turn me on. Hey,
oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and go upstairs.
Physical touch or something.
Let's go on upstairs real quick.
You wouldn't feel like she being extra or disrespecting you? Because I seen both sides of it.
I mean,
like some man was like, "Nah, my girl wouldn't do that," and blah blah blah. I wouldn't let him sit there and do that. But I mean, if imagine how much it costs him to do that, bro. Have fun.
I don't think people take shit out of context
all the time.
And be looking too far into shit. I mean,
everything is not sexualized, but
right. The man just gave a piece of steak. He do this.
That's
what he do.
He done
time,
it to men
like,
plenty of times. It ain't that
man ain't
deal.
trying to talk to your old lady by giving her a piece of steak. Like
you done flew all the way to this man restaurant.
That's just if he felt some type of way, then that's just his insecurity.
Yeah, that's what I said too. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of fun. The internet be making anything funny though. Mm-hmm. Even the whole stimulus check situation is hilarious. Talk about Moneybag Joe.
Hey, shout out my boy Moneybag Joe. I seen a picture of my boy up there, big Cuban on. He chilling. You know what I'm saying?
What they call VP Harris? Moneybag Joe and
I didn't see it.
I thought they called her like I can't remember. I saw a picture, but I can't remember what they named her though. That jump was hilarious.
I gotta see that.
We make everything funny or a joke, which you got to be a joke. Everything should be funny to me. Keep your sanity, man. You got to laugh at some of this crazy stuff, dog. It's too serious sometimes, but sometimes it got to be serious, man. Unfortunately, another serious topic, but I don't know if anybody out there heard or even been watching. I know it was on ESPN. I think either over the weekend or maybe even today. But a PA announcer from Norman High School got in trouble. Well, he should have got in trouble, but I believe he resigned or got fired for using some racial slurs in the national anthem. It's funny because, like, you ain't supposed to be talking during the national anthem. It's a sign of respect, but he was. But I got the clip. I'm going to play it for you guys. YouTube, you're not going to hear it if you're watching it. But
why you keep saying that?
Because they can't hear it. Because it's on my phone.
They can't hear it.
Oh, I forgot you was the GOAT, man.
Bro, listen, hey, look. You say that every episode when you about to play a clip, like YouTube, you not gonna hear this. Like I don't drop this audio on the video. I cut the video audio and put this audio on the video. I'm just saying. They hear everything they hear on the podcast. They hear.
My apologies, my brother. I forgot you was the master technician.
They probably be like, "What is he talking about?" I just heard his video clip.
For real. Anyway, here we go.
We'll be right back here live after the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Norman North. It's not? They're green and white. Oh, shit. They're kneeling? Fucking. Come on, Mark. We will.
So, they kneeling, so they fucking N-words, pretty much.
You said this was in Wisconsin, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Let me just double check my sources real quick before we start hating on the wrong place. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was. It would not surprise me. But I just think it's weird that you talking during the national anthem. So
them kneeling and you talking during the national anthem is probably about it. I mean, I personally don't see nothing wrong with them kneeling.
I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? I personally don't see nothing wrong with a motherfucker talking during the national anthem. But if you one of them people who get anal about that shit, is it not, you know what I'm saying, one and the same token?
I just think it's hilarious that his excuse for this was, it's in Oklahoma. His excuse for this,
black people there.
His excuse for this was his blood sugar.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason why he cursed, or not cursed, why he
his
cursed.
Blood sugar make him say the N word
and use. He need that what's the thing, that Papa John's 20-month training program to get the N word out of the system.
Oh shit! I'm gonna need a Cartman, bitch. I got Tourette's. Cracker. I got Tourette's.
I'm not fat. I'm big bone. Cartman, my dog. Did you see the not to make fun of this situation, but South Park got the vaccination special on.
Bro, I gotta see it because
they be wilding on South Park.
The
to this day,
creators of South Park are the biggest trolls and the biggest assholes in the world, bro. They don't spare nobody at all. They don't spare nobody.
That's the best. If that show was like real people, they would get canceled. But because it's cartoons, it's funny. Speaking of canceled cartoons, you seen how they canceled Pepe Le Pew, the little skunk from Looney Tunes?
I seen I ain't see. I heard on, what is that, 94.1? Or was it? I think it was 95.7, the beat. Whichever one Orlando on.
94.1.
Yeah. So they was talking about how, I guess, I'm not racist at all, but it is what it is. Mexicans trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez because they feel like
that is racist
for people.
Like, it is.
I didn't like,
like the Taco Bell dog.
That's what he say.
But it is. But I just think it's funny how people be canceling cartoon characters. Like, it's not a whole human writing these lines or writing or depicting what he's doing. Like, cancel the person who made the cartoon, not the like what the cartoon gonna do.
But
it's just so stupid.
You can cancel like a lot of shows though, like that. Family Guy, Simpsons. All of them got subliminals in them though. Futurama.
What's the dude? But they cartoons, so it's easy to get away with it. But what's the dude from Al Bundy? If he was still on TV, bro, he'll be the most misogynistic husband ever.
But look, DCF was supposed to been spent the block in his house a few times.
Bud be wilding.
He be tripping.
If anybody don't know what we talking about, because you too young, you listen to this, go watch. What's it called? All in the Family. I think that's the show. Or yeah, I think so. But back to this dude from the high school. I just got to read what his excuse was. I'm just gonna read the short part. I ain't gonna read the whole thing because it ain't really worth it. But he said, I will state that I suffer type 1 diabetes, and during the game, my sugar was spiking. While not excusing my remarks, it is not unusual when my sugar spikes that I become disoriented and often say things that are not appropriate as well as hurtful. I do not believe that I would have made such horrible statements absent my sugar spiking. Bruh, this ain't funny, but it is.
But if you want to say the N-word, just say it, bro. You straight?
You telling me
don't nobody care?
I can make an excuse for saying whatever the fuck I want if I got diabetes?
Listen, that's like, I'm finna go to work tomorrow, bro. And one of my supervisors, whether they black or, I got a black and white supervisor, but one of them gonna try me, and either one of them try me and be like, you fucking nigger. You fucking white piece of shit.
Oh, my sugar was high. My bad.
Look,
bro.
I ain't even eat this morning. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It just slipped out.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine but you know what I was thinking though, and again, racism is not funny at all, but I feel like I just stated we got to laugh about some stuff or we're going to go crazy because this world is just so horrible. Or I should say this country right now is just a bad place. But imagine somebody racist with Tourette's.
That should be so funny.
Bruh. Could you imagine that? Like, you know they got Tourette's, but they was raised around racist people, so they can't help it.
Yeah.
I would piss on myself, dog.
I would be laughing.
I would not
hard.
Obviously, the condition is not anything funny, but
just
that would be hilarious. And they gonna be out it. They can't. You can't hide that. Like if you a hardcore racist with Tourette's, it's nowhere for you to go, bro.
Then it's gonna make them even madder that you laughing at them and they're not offending you.
Dog, I would piss on myself.
That shit gonna be so fucking funny.
It would be too hard for me to really concentrate and talk and even look at them with a serious notion if I was around somebody with Tourette's that was racist. I just think it would be too funny. I
already find stuff like that.
It is. I laugh at everything, man.
I find some people would think that I have like a gross sense of humor, but
it's called what's it called? Not to cut you off. Dark sense of humor.
Yeah, my shit dark, boy. Because I be with my wife and she was like, "Why are you laughing at that shit? That shit not, bro. I swear to God,
I'm the same way.
We were around. We was somewhere. I was somewhere, bro, and it was a mentally challenged person in there, bro. And that motherfucker went, bro. You talking about dying?
But
I died in that bitch.
If it catch you off guard, I get it. Like if you're not expecting it,
because I didn't know he was mentally retarded, like, and the motherfucker just made that noise, and I look back, I'm like, who the fuck is here tripping like that? And then I seen the little boy.
You going to hell?
You talk about I'm about in tears right now. Boy, that is some of the funniest shit.
I was in high school when I first learned what Tourette's was because I didn't know what the hell that was. Never heard of.
We had an ESC hallway in Armwood.
Nah, I was at Tech my freshman year, and the girl in my math class I think had it, and I'm not, I was not intentionally trying to laugh at her, but I'm sitting there writing notes, and she just made a noise like fucking shit, and I was like, what? Hey, I looked around and nobody did nothing, so I was like, I'm tripping. I know I ain't just hear that. So blah, blah, blah. And I hear it again. Motherfucker. And I was like, what? I just started rolling, dog.
I would have made that bitch crying.
Man, we might get canceled, but it's funny.
They got to send me the ISS.
Dog, I was like, once I realized I was like, oh, something like, so I asked a couple people afterwards, I was like, did y'all, and they was like, she got blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. Learn something new every day. So from that point on, I made it, an effort not to laugh because I knew what was going on. I thought she was trying to mess with the teacher. You high school, it's freshman year, you just got 8th grade. Everything's supposed to be funny. You don't really know. High school teachers don't be playing like that stuff so.
That was hilarious. It's probably like a dark sense of humor, but I'm gonna tell you why I laugh at this shit, right? So at Armwood, we had like a little ESC hallway.
I think every
so
high school had that.
The handicapped people or the people who supposed to be mentally challenged only had classes in that hallway, but when the bell ring,
everybody in the grade walking
right.
around,
So it was, I swear to God, my wife can contest to this. A lot of people, anybody who went to Armwood with me can contest to this shit. It was a dude in a wheelchair, bro. He would cuss your ass out, bro. Like, for no reason. He just pull up on you and talk that shit to you, bro. And from that day forward, bro, ESE mentally challenged. I ain't spare nothing, bro. I am laughing because I'm like, bro, they might be playing the system, bro.
Some of them might be.
They might be playing the system, bro. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I love, ESE, whatever.
Yeah. We ain't making light of it, but we making it funny.
They might be, just think about that shit. They might be playing the system.
I mean, they might some be people using their disability SSI check for no reason.
You feel me? To play.
I know everybody knows somebody like that.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't, you just ain't look.
Because there's a lot of y'all out there. Your parents, you know what I'm saying, might have thought you were retarded or something wrong with you. You better act like you stupid so we can get this check. And your dumb ass played right along with it. Your ass sitting in them classes and wondering why we roasting your ass and shit. Because you know you ain't retarded, but your mama need that check.
Sometimes it be like that. A lot of people gonna hear this and be like, "Oh, that is so disgusting," but it's the truth.
Hey, it is what it is now.
All right, let's get off of that before we get a cease and desist.
Can't whoop my ass. So,
hey, speaking of whooping ass, bro, I done seen the shirt. He's like, I ain't spending $600 on this Glock for nothing. Your ass going on a T-shirt. I'm not fighting nobody. No, that was the funniest thing I ever seen. Cause think about it. Why I'm spending money on this gun to fight you, bro? I don't care what you look like. I don't care how swole I am. I'm not finna play with you.
Much of respect, man.
You know the little videos of people, and we going on tangents, but we here. You remember the like little videos of people walking around the mall, or you probably seen it like, how, what would you rate yourself 1 to 10, or checking if your chain real?
Buddy talking about something, bitch. On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad would I beat your ass?
He said, I keep that thing on me. He said, okay.
I follow him on Instagram.
He said, okay.
Killing me.
He said, so if you didn't have that thing on you, he's like, we'll never find out. He was like, what? Because I keep that thing on me. Bro, he said it with a straight face. Like, no, we're not gonna have this conversation, though. But they be disrespectful to them females, though, man. He be like, a negative 3.
1 to 10, what you rate yourself? She be like a 9.
No, for real, no.
Right, for real, what? -3. She be like, what? Oh, my bad. Yeah,
did you see the one where the girl asked her boyfriend and her if they want a threesome? And the girl
the white
was
girl?
like, no. And she was like, well, I mean, he cute. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I really came over here to talk to you. But then the black girl was like, hey, ho.
He talking about, I mean, what would you do in that situation, bro?
What? Listen, if I'm with my wife and we walking and another female, I can clearly see her about to walk up on us.
Going the other way?
What?
Hey, my wife was like,
bitch. And I don't know you.
I just stood there. I was like this.
I wouldn't even stand there. Bitch, I don't even know you, and you done walked up on us.
Especially if I see you with the phone trying to record. Nah, bro. I already know this going
right,
left.
Bitch.
Left.
You bold as fuck.
And then I got a little short Napoleon syndrome ass wife. She'll jump off and try to fight somebody.
My wife was Scorpio, so yeah, bitch, you better look. I don't because I already know the first question. Do you know her, bitch? I ain't never seen this bitch in my life.
I don't got nothing to do
with
that.
And I'm like, bitch, look, run, bitch. You better run, bitch, because
hey.
You picked the right one today, man.
Sometimes it just be I think some of them be set up because ain't no way some of that's happening regularly like that. Hopefully it is.
Unless they pick the right people. You know what I'm saying? You can pick
some people just be playing.
You can tell who really on some shit and who ain't on some shit.
But yeah, man, that was funny, bro. I needed that laugh. But let's go ahead and get into some different news, man. Some sports stuff. You know, for all the fellas out there, y'all ain't been paying attention. The Patriots trying to win the Super Bowl. They done signed every wide receiver that's not a number one in the NFL.
Yeah, but they're not gonna win nothing.
I know Nelson Aguilar from Tampa. Shout out to you. I remember playing against him at Copeland, bro, when he was like 5. Jit was raw in basketball. But anyway, he signed to the Patriots. Hopefully he has some better years than he did when he was in Philly and last year with the Raiders. Love to see him do good. I appreciate the fact that the Buccaneers signed Shaq Barrett.
Yeah.
So your boy's trying to run it back.
Definitely.
I don't know what Kansas City doing, releasing all their offensive linemen. That don't make no sense to me, but I'm not an NFL GM.
Dang, the Broncos keep the D lineman Shelby Harris on a 3-year, $27 million deal and add my dog Ronald Darby from the Florida State University.
You already know how I feel about Florida
State. You know
State.
what I'm saying? Top corner out that bad boy.
Hopefully Gant, I see you out there, number 5, BG out there doing this thing. He played for Florida State. That's the only reason why I like Florida State, because of him.
Boys out there doing their thing.
I'm a Florida Gator, so
yeah, man. Shout out to that boy Drew Brees retired too.
That's crazy to me. I think that might be that news probably got snuck under the rug behind Dak getting his deal and all these free agent movement. Mm-hmm. But I think people already knew he was going to retire anyway.
He had to. Him and Phillip Rivers left. Yeah.
It's funny that they left because didn't the Chargers draft him? Yep. After they lost Drew Brees to that shoulder injury.
Phillip Rivers don't got a Super Bowl.
Oh, you're right. He got all them damn records. Well, he right there. He got a lot of yards. You think he gonna make the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he going Hall of Fame.
You talking about Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers going
because of stats?
Yeah,
because LT don't got one either.
Dan Marino in there.
But that's Dan Marino though. Phillip Rivers ain't Dan Marino.
Dan Marino ain't got no ring though.
There's a lot of people in the Hall.
A lot of people in the Hall, no ring.
Tom Brady the reason? The last decade, he been the reason a lot of people can't make it.
Once Tom Brady I feel like basketball different from football because you can just keep playing to get the points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get up
all the records. You know what
I'm saying? Tom Brady he gonna have records that when he retire, a big ain't gonna touch.
Yeah, him and Drew Brees are going back and forth, but now he gonna.
A big's not gonna touch his records. Like
the closest person was Peyton Manning behind Drew Brees. Aaron Rodgers might.
Yeah, but we ain't seen a player come in the league. Ain't nobody. I don't think nobody's ever gonna have as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady.
Oh no.
At all.
Unless the only person who could do it is Patrick Mahomes because he got the arm talent.
Yeah, it had to be from Brady.
He got to stay there and they got to get a defense.
Yeah.
Other than that, right now, but who knows in a couple of years, something could change. You never know. Trevor Lawrence supposed to be the second coming of Jesus, so not trying to be blasphemous.
Trey Lance about to come to the league and blast that shit.
I like. I know he low on a lot of people draft boards, but I like Justin Fields. I guess because he remind me of Cam Newton. That's probably why I like him.
He remind me of Russell Wilson.
Really? He bigger than Russ, though. He Cam size.
Who?
Justin Fields? He like 6'3", 6'4", about 230 something. He remind me of Cam. That's probably why I like him a lot. Just because I like Cam.
He out of Georgia.
Yeah, and I got to watch the new Last Chance U. I remember when he was on Last Chance U, Justin Fields, and I think Tate Martell was on there with him. I feel sorry for him. That boy was undefeated and he never take a snap in college.
Justin Fields a light 6'2".
Man, I thought he was bigger than that.
Light 6'2.5", 205 pounds.
He only 205? Bro, I swear I thought he was bigger than. He looked bigger on TV.
Degree in physical education.
You mad at him? So Trevor Lawrence a lock to the Jaguars?
Bro, I feel like niggas who know they gonna get drafted to go to the league, they goddamn major be something stupid.
Most of them be business majors.
Most of them be like physical ed.
But think about this: he a phys ed major. When he retire, he could be a teacher.
But I'm saying like they know, like, bro, I'm just here to go play football.
Oh, I feel what you're saying. They get somewhere that's not gonna require a lot of attention.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of work and
unless he was doing physical therapy, that's different.
Right.
But physical education, that's something he could probably get on his computer without really doing too much. So.
Do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I know the draft for next month, something like that.
Yeah.
You think the Jaguars gonna do the right thing?
No.
You don't think so? Urban Meyer out there, he might do something.
It don't matter. Urban Meyer could have went to the goddamn Browns. Wouldn't have did nothing for the
You
Browns.
might be right.
When you trash, you trash.
I'm mad at him because how he did Florida. I don't think he trashed though. But
when you trash, man. So,
all right, I got a question for you, bro. This is a little off topic. It's not really a current event, but why every fast food chain got a chicken sandwich now? And who you think got the best one?
See, Popeyes ruffled them feathers. Popeyes got the people in their bag.
No pun intended.
Ruffled them feathers.
We got Popeyes. Then after Popeyes, who came up with it? Well, okay,
Chick-fil-A
let's
first.
be right.
You got
Chick-fil-A has always had a chicken sandwich. But
always. Chick-fil-A
Popeyes
really
was
got
the
them in their bag.
first person to challenge them. First business or whatever to challenge them. And then shortly behind them, Churches came out with one.
Churches got one?
Yeah, they got one now.
They over there they sell crow.
Bro, they got every
Churches, you eating crow.
They used to call it steroid chicken when I was in high school.
Crow.
Zaxby's got one now, and McDonald's got a new chicken
McDonald's got
sandwich.
one. Burger King always had one.
I don't know. Burger King sandwich.
Checkers always had one.
I feel like that's kangaroo meat.
What other burger joint out there? I don't know. That's pretty much it.
I'm talking about the main guys in it. Like when you think of chicken, you don't think about Burger
Burger King always had a chicken sandwich though.
That's that Tyson chicken sandwich
on
that out the plastic bag. That's just like Culver's. Flimsy ass chicken tender. I hate Culver's.
That's why Burger King ain't make no noise about no big chicken sandwich because they always had one.
Burger King got a real dollar menu. You can get like you ever seen them $5
boy,
commercials?
You can get 10 nuggets for $1 at Burger King, boy.
They selling kangaroo meat.
They making that money.
Well, their margins is ridiculous.
Take care of McDonald's and buy that goddamn $10 10 piece if you want to. You can go to Burger King.
But just for the sake of argument, who do you think got the best chicken sandwich right now? Have you tried? How many have you tried? Chick-fil-A is the bar. Let's leave them out of it.
Popeye's second best.
I don't like the Popeye sandwich.
That's all right.
I feel like the chicken. If they coated the chicken the same thing they put in the chicken tenders, it might taste way better. No, they don't, bro. You ever had the regular one?
They
it don't taste like nothing.
They fry that goddamn chicken sandwich in that same grease they fry that spicy chicken.
For whatever reason, it don't taste the same. All it just tastes plain. Like I don't know. Bro. My taste buds could be messed up. I don't know.
It's something.
I think it's funny though.
Damn, I keep doing that.
You ain't got no more?
Nothing.
You need to put a mini fridge right there.
Something.
I think we gotta upgrade the studio, man.
Yeah, we gotta do something, bro. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get that bit right.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna get that bit right. But you ready to jump into the topic today, man?
Might as well go ahead and get into that.
You ready?
Man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, we was on NFL news and talking signings and all that stuff, and it made me think about, like what's the likelihood of kids or even, young teens now wanting like they goal, when you was in school they ask you what you want to be. Mostly everybody from our community wrote playing the NFL, playing the NBA, professional, like athletes. Yeah. But with today's climate and everybody kind of can start a business and you can work for yourself quicker than you can have ever in any generation ever. Like you can literally start a business overnight if you have something to promote or sell or market. Do you think there's more than the league? Like there's more opportunities out there than just the league. Like
now it is.
So for kids that are growing up now and maybe the last 10 years, you think they have more options than not more options, but their eyes are open to more than our time period was. Speaking like back in like 03 to 07, 2011 era.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I think right now in today's society or today's atmosphere, you still got kids going hard, grinding in high school, getting the NCAA, then grinding to get to pros. But I think it's more you see more kids now becoming entrepreneurs, starting clothing companies while they're in middle school, high school, or you know what I'm saying. You got these kids out here creating apps. You know what I'm saying?
The computer changed the game, bro. Like
doing TikToks and coming up off of YouTube and everything,
like getting in movies and all that stuff. Yeah. So I definitely think like the narrative has, or even the direction of focuses has changed. But I still, you still got the people who come from what we call or what we reference as the bottom. If I get to the league, I can get my mom out of here. I can get my grandma out of here. I can change my family whole life, and that's still.
And you could do that with TikTok too. What's that one boy who on YouTube got all that money from them playing with toys, bro? Yeah,
bro, he got a Nickelodeon show now.
Crazy.
Him and his mom out there playing with lightsabers. He made $26 million in 2019 off of YouTube.
My dog could have been playing baseball, soccer, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's the difference in technology now.
Right.
Like, so that was kind of like the premise of what made me even think about this, because, do you consider that, in that aspect alone, the Ryan example, or even like there's plenty of other kids we could use. They got my daughter, only one I know because my daughter be on the tablet and watching like the Vlad and Nikki, two little Russian kids, and then there's a couple of Asian girls, I think Emma and Wendy or some crap like that.
Yeah.
But like, do you feel like those are the new form of stage parents? And what I mean by stage parents is like the people who put their kids in like pageants and runway competitions, all this stuff to try to get them exposed and get them to Hollywood to do something and live vicariously through your kids. Like, do you think that what we see now with the YouTube parent, I'm gonna call it that, YouTube parent, is a new wave of stage parents? And do you think it's like a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing, because at the end of the day, how I see it, I still see it as them letting their kids have a childhood, still letting them play with toys and do whatever they want to do. It's just they're recording them doing it now,
and you get paid for it.
And they get paid for it. Like, it's just, Bro, it's just crazy. And then what's even more crazier is that you don't need a lot of money to do this.
Yeah, that you just need a phone. Really,
that's it.
A phone and some toys.
Create a YouTube account and just every time your kid play with toys.
On the small scale, yes, that's all you need. But once you get to
a bigger scale, now you're doing live videos and everything,
you got
like
a
that.
real camera set up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, part of me feels like, imagine, Ryan. Let's say he's 10 now. When he turns 16, is he still gonna be doing this?
No, he definitely gonna.
But what if his parents keep him in that kid environment for he never gets to live like. I'm gonna call it Michael Jackson syndrome. Like, people always say he didn't get a childhood, so when he got old enough and got away from his parents, he started doing childish things. Like, he got the damn zoo at his house and all that stuff. Like, do you feel like that kind of syndrome? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Michael Jackson. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Whatever, blah blah blah. Get out your feelings. But I'm just using his name as an example because that's probably the biggest one you got. Like, somebody who was a star from 5 years old and could never really be just a kid.
I mean, even though
even Britney Spears,
you don't get to experience your childhood and shit. You growing up, you're still learning as you're growing. Even though you didn't get to have a regular childhood as the average child, you're still growing. You're still learning. So you for sure know that you're an adult now. So you know what I'm saying? Those childish things you didn't do when you were growing up, like that's just a part of your life you just missed out on. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a cop. I feel like it's a cop out, but at the same time, who am I to say what you can and can't not do? You know what I'm saying? When you get older,
think about it from like a mental health aspect, though. Like, because you got the people who gonna play that card. Like, for this kid, he should be, or
I mean, you could play the mental health card, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's a cop out. It's an excuse to let somebody
tell you
get their way.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying.
The person that's against you doing it,
right? You can easily use that shit to play in your relationship. Okay, boom. You tell your wife you like this, she don't like doing it. Then you fuck around and you just be like, well, I'm going to throw this temper tantrum. I'm going to do something you don't like for me to do.
Just to get my way.
Just to get my way.
I see where you come. I get the example you're using. I don't feel like it's like I think I look at it from both sides. Like, I could see the parent trying to live vicariously through your kid. Like, think about like
every parent does, though.
In a way. But some people OD. Like, they kid and pop Warner and they miss a tackle and they cuss him out to the car.
LeVar Ball. He OD, but for a reason. It's going to make them kids better.
That's a good example. But I think that's an anomaly because nobody's ever done that before.
Nobody's ever done it.
Or nobody's ever been recorded while doing it and been on ESPN. Because I'm sure it's Julian Newman. You know who that is?
Mm-mm.
His dad, I call him I call him Mini LeVar because it's like he got a show just like LeVar did, but LeVar had one on Facebook, Ball in the Family. He got his own Snapchat. It's called Chilling with the Newmans or something with the Newmans. And Julian Newman is like this 5'4".
I know who you talking about. His sister raw as fuck too.
She got a shot.
Yeah,
she been on varsity since he was like in 6th grade. He been in high school for 10 years somehow, but he's so short that he don't get a lot of looks, and people call him overrated.
That's the only thing. I don't think he overrated. He's definitely underrated, but I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's gonna get as much hype as he's gonna get because of his height.
I don't even think it's that because it's short people. It's a dude that's 5 foot tall or 5'3", and that's got a D1 scholarship.
I don't think he could play at a competitive level.
Earl Boynton did it,
but
Nate Robinson
he not as aggressive.
Oh yeah, but this is getting to my point. I feel like I call him Mini LeVar because it seemed like everything LeVar do, he copied. Like he started the school, and I think they live in Orlando. But I remember when I was coaching AAU, and he was playing for Gerald McCoy team. Was it USA Ballers or something like that? And we was playing them in Clearwater, and everybody knew who he was because he got the name from he doing all these crazy drills when he was like a jit, and he shoot from half court. Like he a decent player, but it's like his dad tried to make him do what LaMelo was doing. Yeah. Like, and he's just not that type.
He
of
got
dude.
Strapped up in there.
We blew their ass out by like 30. Shout out to Lil Pat for locking him up.
Who do is that? What's the ball guy named Larry? The ball guy he don't do slam. He do something else.
You talking the ball? You talking about that old dude who was still in high school with the?
No, it's a bald head, light skinned dude from New York who do dang. It's not Slam. He be doing stuff for Slam, but he got Overtime.
Overtime Sports.
Overtime Sports. The dude who owned it, Larry.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but he had his own like little tournament, not even a tournament with all the top guys. What's the one big ass point guard named Kyrie something?
Oh, the one who went to Duke.
Yeah,
obviously not Kyrie Irving.
Not Kyrie Irving, but his name is Kyrie Walker. I think it is.
Yeah. I saw that. I remember.
He was guarding Julian. Strapped him up.
Yeah,
come on, that point.
It was like
6'3", 6'4".
outside court or something.
Yeah, outside court.
That.
Dwayne Wade's son played in it. A lot of them played. A lot of the top ballers played in it. He got strapped up by everybody. He was the shortest person out there.
Like they was letting him drive to the hoop just to block.
Just to block it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, he get to the next level.
It's gonna be hard.
He's
because
not
of the
big
way
enough.
It's because of the way he tries to play. Like with normal. Quote unquote, I say normal people. I mean people that's normal height, like 5'8", maybe 5'10".
Even Kyrie like 5'9", 5'10".
But he's still bigger than him.
He gonna get in there.
Yeah,
you feel me?
But it's like in that aspect, the way it looks to me, I feel like his dad be trying to make him be more than he's capable of being right now.
But that's what every parent do. Yeah. But at the same time, you got to notice the ceiling.
Yeah,
you got to
be realistic. And that was my next question. Like, what if the kid, not saying, and I'm off Julian Newman, not using him anymore as an example, but like, what if your kid like don't like the sport they play, but they just do it so you leave them alone? Like, you put in all this work, you got them like, you focus on this. Oh, he gonna make it doing this and that, this and that, and then the kid get 10th grade, 11th grade. I don't have no fun. Like, when is the fun like out of it? Like, the little dude, he from Tampa too, the fastest 7-year-old. His name Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze. Yeah.
Like, I don't think this will happen with him, God forbid. But like, what if he get in like high school and be like, I don't have fun playing football no more? He's
still gonna make it in track.
But I don't feel like
he's an athlete.
Yeah, he's an athlete. Period. I'm just using him as an example because he's really like the best kid in his age group ever. So like, what happens if he's
in
like,
every
I don't
age
want to
group
play?
He touch like,
and to touch on your point earlier, like it's more opportunity for kids to do other stuff than sports. Even like Snoop's son, he was at UCLA, like one of their top receivers, and he was like, I want to do film.
Yeah.
Granted, he got the opportunity to still have money because of his dad, but there's plenty of people who can do that.
LA and New York are one of the same cities that never sleep. You
like
can
Diddy's
go out there and
son
be
was
whatever you want.
A DB at UCLA. He was like, I don't need to play football, whatever. It was funny when his dad slapped the coach though. Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of on a rant in a different couple. I was just asking those because like those are examples of people who have options to move around. But nowadays it's like, you have so many more options, and it's like kids' eyes are being opened up to them. Back to your point, everybody can start a business, everybody can do something. So it's literally you have more options than what we might have been told before. Oh, you're just in the league. Like most of everybody got a story. I think I saw Jaylen Brown from the Celtics. He put like an old tweet of his next to like his signing the contract or him making an All-Star team, something like that. Like his teacher told him he wasn't gonna make it out of like 8th grade, high school, something like that. Something wild. He tweeted. Yeah. So it's just crazy how like times change when you thought you was cornered in the box, and now like you can it's literally accessible to do anything you want to do if you have the right support system. Because some people just, don't have the right supports or the right foundation to kind of or platform to even blast off.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing that nowadays there's more than the league. You know what I'm saying? Because now I really feel like it's pushing kids towards being better academically. Mm-hmm.
Or even just opening their mind to other opportunities and being like, dang, even I could be president now. I've seen Barack be president. Kamala Harris president. It's like
there are more black physicians. There are more black physicians coming out of colleges now.
I can't wait till we do that episode. But
you know what I'm saying? There are way more black physicians coming out of college. There are way more blacks going into services like a firefighter, police officer, EMT,
even driving trucks on the road. Like, that's a big thing. Like people think you need all this certifications and qualifications, do all this stuff because when we was coming up, you have to have a degree. Like they was pushing college on us heavy to do anything, and now it's like, bro, y'all was lying the whole time.
Yeah,
like
I don't think that they were lying.
Not lying, but they just weren't telling us the full
time.
Truth. That's what the
degrees were prevalent. You know what I'm saying?
For whatever reason.
Right.
I remember, bro, being in an interview and the person interviewing me didn't have a degree. Mm-hmm. He was like, I got to go back to school to get what you got. And I'm like, bro,
And I told that you got to hire me right now.
For real?
Like, what are you talking about?
Bro,
like,
I was so blown away by that. But just to put a little statistical information behind this conversation, like we was looking up some stats and some things like that, probabilities of making it to the NFL, NBA, stuff like that. So like these are the participants in baseball in the NCAA, and this information is as of April of last year. So like baseball in the NCAA, this division 1, 2, and 3, 36,000 participants, give or take. The approximate number of draft eligible is 8,000, and in baseball alone, they got the number of picks they have available is 1,217 picks, and the number of people that got drafted from the NCAA was 700. So break that down. You going pro, it's 9% of that total number that's going to a major pro team. Mm-hmm. Basketball, that same percentage, the numbers are a little different. I'm not going to read all off because it's a blur, but to a major pro, 1.2%. So look at that disparity.
From the NCAA to pro, 1.2%.
And then, pro all over the league, is like 21% in basketball because you could play basketball in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
But like, I'm assuming that the NFL is going to be a lot different. Like, you had dreams of playing in the NFL before. Everybody, wanted to be somebody that you saw on TV. Like you had the people who wanted to be actors, rappers, whatever. Like, the biggest thing at the time when we were probably in high school was making it to play sports, I think we old, but that's when the ringtone rappers first popped off. Soulja Boy, Sean Kingston was coming out on MySpace. So that was like the first taste we had of, oh, you could do something else this way, but it was so new, nobody really did it. But now it's just like every other day it's a new rapper or a new something. And I say all this to say, and I think I said last episode, like you can be more than the player. Like you can own a team even now. Like if you do it right, like granted it's going to take some time, but you could definitely do that. Like, so back to my point about NCAA players, and this is just being drafted. It's like a 1 in 50 shot. 2%.
It's really a 1%. Like it's really, if you get drafted to the NFL, you're really part of the 1%ers. There are 16,380 players that are draft eligible. There's only 254 draft picks. And you got to think about how many athletes graduate college a year. And I'm talking about D1, D2, D3. You know what I'm saying? It's the college athletes graduating. So let's say from D1, D2, D3, there are probably 60,000 players, and it's probably more than that that graduate. And this is from across the country, not just the U.S. Yep. One's playing football in Australia, Canada. Yeah. This is across the country that become draft eligible.
Across the world, really.
Right. Yeah. Go to combines and stuff.
People in
and there's only 254, you know what I'm saying, draft picks. And then you got people who get picked up as free agents. You know what I'm saying?
Practice squad
players. Bro, the longevity.
It's what average football, like 3 years, right?
Right, it's not even long because you got somebody better than you coming in faster,
and
something that can play a system. Right, don't get hurt because now it's going to be hard. Because you know what I'm saying, you got these players who got their agents like, hey, stay on their ass because you know what I'm saying, they liked it. I mean, they just waiting on, you know what I'm saying,
they waiting on an opportunity. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
in shape, blah blah. It's next man up all the time. That brings me to my next question though, like. If you say, we both parents and you got a kid, I'm talking about that's like stellar at one of these sports. And we obviously just talking about the major ones right now because you got like, water polo, volleyball,
ice hockey,
all that stuff that people from our community lacrosse, predominantly don't
tennis,
play.
Volleyball.
I ain't gonna cap. If I go back to high school, I would play lacrosse because that sport looked fun. I've been to a couple of matches and it looked fun. It's like playing football. It's like playing football with a stick. You get to throw the ball in the net. Like you could run over people and all that. It's kind of dope. But like the major sports, like if you are a parent, you got a kid that's, solely focused on this thing, do you have a backup plan? Because like you said, the longevity is only 3 years, like that's an average NFL career. And an NBA could be different. Some people get 10-day contracts. You never hear of them again. Some people get signed for life, just depending on how good you are. Basketball is a little different because you got plenty of places to play. You could play overseas, a lot of places, a lot of leagues, you can make decent money, but like, when do you have a plan B? Is it okay to have a plan B, or are you just going all out for this one thing?
A lot of people, like I started off in baseball, And I played
Man, I wish I
baseball
would've
my
kept
whole
playing
life.
baseball.
Did baseball and karate. I like karate a lot because I like to fight. I used to fight in like tournaments and karate, actual karate tournaments. I
Like
used
Mr.
to fight
Miyagi
in.
style.
Yeah, we used to like
so far.
fight like real, just headgear.
I would do that too.
Nothing else, just headgear.
Taekwondo,
Bare
karate.
hands, bare feet. Like I used to fight in karate tournaments, and then I started. Once I got the black belt, I stopped. Then I started doing. Well, I was already doing baseball, but I started solely focusing on baseball. And then when I got to high school and started playing football, like I dropped baseball and just strictly. I played baseball my freshman, sophomore, and junior year in high school, but I really wasn't like playing it seriously because I only did it in the off season of football. You know what I'm saying? I only cared about football.
I should have stepped in baseball, but then I wanted to be like Mike.
Yeah. So, you know, I ain't really have a plan B for sports until, you know what I'm saying, life hit me. Got kicked off the team and stuff, and then it was just like,
You had to go with the flow from there.
Right.
But like, okay, let's just use a make believe situation. Say you got the perfect world scenario. You got two parents in the house. You don't got to worry about trying to help mom with the bills and nothing like that. Do you feel like that person's reality of making it to one of these professional sports is a little easier than somebody who has outside world distractions? And what I mean by that is, we all know of a person, or even yourself, anybody listening and watching, like you got friends or even yourself, like I said, who you want to do something, but you know, dang, I can't. And I'm not sure if this still happens. I'm pretty sure it does, but I got to help mom with the light bill, so I got to get a job, so I can't play.
Bro, I had a lot of homeboys growing up. That was raw, like raw, but they ain't gonna never be seen, ain't gonna never be heard because they got real life problems.
Yeah.
Them boys,
It's
like really living day to day because their mama got to work, and when she going to work, she ain't even making enough to really pay no bills. Like them boys really had to go on the street and, you know what I'm saying, do what they had to do.
That's
and it's
another
just
thing
like it's sad because it's like these boys got so much talent, you know what I'm saying, and can't even display their talent consistently because they got, you know what I'm saying, real life shit to go home to and deal with, dog. And it's just it's crazy, bro.
You think that happens more than we realize, or you think it's just like an average number?
I think it do happen. Well, back in our time growing up, because, you know, I'm about to be 32 this year. But back, you know what I'm saying, in our time growing up, I think that was one of the like biggest factors. And I think nowadays kids play through that because they ain't like it ain't. Life is hard, but it ain't that rough no more.
It's I get what you're saying. It's a different.
Now,
and maybe because we removed
parents
from it,
got way more help now.
It's a little different.
They have way more help, you know what I'm saying, from the government now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now the government all willy-nilly giving out Section 8. It probably not. It's probably still a line for Section 8.
Waiting list.
But, you know, they giving out food stamps like crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, ways you can buck the system and stuff now.
It's a lot easier. It's almost funny that you say that, like buck the system, and that's a term for people who don't know. It's get over. You know, you kind of finessing the system, but like that's the best and the worst thing about it. It's like people who get over on it and get over good. It's like, dang, they found a judge. Like you can't be mad at them, but when you try to do it, it don't work the same way. Out. It's like, bruh, I can't catch a break, man. Like anybody who ever had medical bills, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you apply for assistance and they be like, nah, you make too much. I'm like, bro, if I made too much, I wouldn't be applying for this. Like it's just common sense, but it is what it is, man.
It's just different now, man. It's different. I think kids nowadays, they still have to struggle. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not. It's not as hard as it was back for us. You had like, come on, bro. Like we had a real struggle back then where mama worked 7 to 7. You don't never see her. So, you know what I'm saying? Or, you have 16 game season and your mom can only make it to 2 or 3 of them because she got to work.
I used to be late for practice every day because my mom would have to she had to drop me off to practice after she got off work. And she was like, I just can't take you no more. Like, there's no way you can be on time.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I can't play. That's how I stopped playing baseball.
Yeah. If I ain't had my uncles, bro, I probably wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, been in sports or been, you know what I'm saying, that intrigued by sports because, you know what I'm saying, what my mama couldn't do, my uncles made up for, you know what I'm saying, making sure I got to practice and keeping me in sports. That's the only regret I had about, like, when my mom moved us down here from out of state, like, we didn't have no family. And I don't think she noticed it or realized it. And she probably noticed it now, but it's like, as an adult, I kind of look back at it and be like, dang, man, if I would have had, you know, this and that, or had somebody to help me get to and from or show me that, you know, it would have probably been different. But everything happened for a reason, so I ain't really tripping. But the funny thing, me and my wife had talked about this before, and like this is probably before we even had our first kid. But I was like, man, I don't care if my daughter want to play
if she want to swim, tennis, whatever she want to do, I'm gonna let her do it because like I didn't know you could get a scholarship to college for bowling.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
You know, Cookman had a bowling.
I know.
team.
I found out. I didn't know that until my senior year. I was like, bro, what? Like golf, you get a scholarship.
Yeah, Cookman
tennis,
had a bowling team. Bowling, tennis, golf.
I'm telling you, like I was so small minded. I just didn't know. Like all I thought it was baseball, basketball, football. That's all everybody played. That's all everybody talked about. Maybe it was the circles I was in. I knew about other sports like track. I played soccer in middle school, but I didn't think like a college. I don't know they got a soccer team. I never watched college soccer before. But it's just crazy how, like you were saying, like if you go back, I would play every sport, bro. I had tennis. My uncle was trying to get baseball. Me in tennis. Or that. Because baseball, I want to say, has the best odds of making it to a professional level because there's so many different, like trainings you could play in.
And probably baseball is like the second biggest sport out here. Oh, out here in Tampa. Yeah. Or in Florida, period. You know what I'm saying?
They say it's the America's pastime.
Because if you look at a lot of athletes, their second sport is baseball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of them play basketball. They do. Not to say that they're not good at it, but you know what I'm saying. Baseball is just so much easier. You know what I'm saying? And it translates to football. What happened with basketball me was,
because it's mostly footwork, hand-eye coordination. It's more technique. Like basketball, you could just be a good athlete and play. Like you can
just be tall.
Yeah, you can't be just a good athlete and play baseball. It's more to it than that.
You can be a point guard, and you could be like a 5'10", 6 foot point guard, and then the other dude can be 6'5", 6'6" center, power forward, and y'all both do everything the same. But I'm gonna take the dude that's 6'5".
Of course,
easy.
It's just
a no brainer because the league basketball is tall.
Look at Kyler Murray, like. He barely 6 foot, but he got drafted in the first round in both.
In both baseball and football.
That's nuts.
And he a freakish baseball athlete.
Some people say he better in baseball than football, which is scary.
Same thing with Russell Wilson, because in the offseason Russell Wilson played. He played with the Mariners now. He played with the Mariners now. He got drafted to the Texas Rangers,
center field or something. Yeah, but you're right. A lot of football players do translate better. I've never seen I would have loved to see LeBron play football like one season just to see like when they had that lockout. I remember like the Cowboys had offered him to come to training camp. He should have
did his thing because he was like a 5-star athlete in Ohio.
He was an all-state receiver too.
Yeah, and I seen Greg Olson was saying he could turn Russell Westbrook into an all-pro safety, all-pro free safety.
Russ got the intensity to play football.
Yeah, he do. He got that dog.
He'll probably be a headhunter. He'll just be knocking people.
Bob Sanders, a taller Bob Sanders. He'd be out there killing.
Bob Sanders was that dude. He was just short.
He was short, but he was killing out there. Yeah, man.
But I would let my kids do any sport they want. They want to do water polo. They want to swim. They want to play.
I let my kids do anything. My thing is, I just want them to go out there and have fun.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like a lot of the kids like, or at least optically, how like you got the Disney Channel people, and for some reason I thought about this and I was watching like that Britney Spears dog. I watched a little bit of it, like. She had a hell of a time growing up and still going through stuff. Yeah, like it's just weird, bro. Like all the people that start young, like they life always end up in a documentary in a weird way.
And I want my kids obviously to play sports to make it to the next level, to play sports at the highest level, obviously. But I also want them to play sports for the social aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? To be more social, to, learn discipline. You know what I'm saying? To a lot of people now, I think they notice that sports also teaches you life. Like sports has, teaches you an aspect of life that you can't get in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? Because it also, you know what I'm saying, in some terms, or some aspects relates to life. You know what I'm saying? Because in sports, you're gonna have to deal with favoritism. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when
you got to understand how to win and lose, and you use that in life every day.
But you also have to come to terms with somebody being better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of lessons being the best. So it's going to give you know what I'm saying,
certain tools that other places can't give.
Right. That you need to learn, okay, he's better than me, or she's better than me. Let me work harder. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to be ready when your time calls. Because if you're not ready, then you're just going to sit back down. But
it also teaches you how to deal
with that stuff.
With it I feel like it it helps shatter that false reality of everything is sunshine and rainbows.
It takes away that participation medal.
You gonna get everything your way just because, you know what I'm saying, you feel like the world revolves around you when it, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't. So now that you realize, like, oh, you either gonna do one or two things. Oh, that person better than me, I ain't gonna never play, I'm gonna stop playing. Or you gonna grind and just wait for your number to be called, you know what I'm saying, and then get out there and show why you should be starting or why we should be sharing carries. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely think I definitely agree. But the basis of the whole point was basically, if you got more options, like, there's plenty of things that I wish I could go back and do instead of like solely focusing on like trying to play a sport. Like, I would have I used to want to be an architect. Like, once I stopped playing basketball, I was like, I'm an architecture program, and I stopped doing it for whatever reason. Like electronics, bro, engineering, anything like
that's
HVAC
what I be
stuff.
telling myself, if I go back
get a trade or something like that.
I switch my major, bro.
Yeah.
I was just so intimidated by math, bro.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
once you got to college, bro, that math turned into Chinese, bro. No disrespect, but that it was hard to understand.
I got
bro.
friends who mathematicians, you know what I'm saying,
like,
who work in logistics.
Bro.
I got people who are engineers who
I know
do
my boys from high
architect
school
and
are engineer.
everything.
He an electrical engineer, bro, and he be traveling to all these different
and
plants.
they make good money, and I'm just like, bro, what
You
type of
didn't
math
know.
y'all had to do?
You just didn't know.
And then
though.
they show you this basic math, or they'd be like, oh, we had to do some hard maths, and I'm just like, bro, this is what I let scare me away from being in, you know what I'm saying, this wealthy career.
Now,
Not to say that criminal justice ain't a wealthy career.
Depending on what you do.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of going to lead into our next episode, but we're going to leave that for next week. But check this out, though. You said engineering and stuff like that. If you know how they had those little, what's it called, aptitude tests, or what stuff you'll be good at tests in high school. Like, you take some weird questionnaire and they just tell you, these are the fields you might do good in. Instead of giving you that, if they would have showed you what careers make the most money, you think you'd have been more motivated to try a different career? I know I would have.
Way more motivated.
If I would have known then what I know now about how careers and job works and the importance of certain avenues you pick,
I'd have been way more motivated. But in college, I did know my calling was service.
Yeah,
you know
I felt the same way. Like, I used to want to work with. I wanted to work with youth growing up because I felt like that's what was missing in my life, a direction. So, like, if I could give back in some kind of way, that's what I want to do. That's why, like, I work in the field I work in. It's not the most financially rewarding, but I get my rewards in other ways. So it's like, I feel good when I see a kid graduate, when they get free college, they don't have to start out. When they finish college, they don't have no debt. Like, it's a big thing that I wish more kids that are in the system of care would take advantage of, because you don't realize how expensive and how much you might need it one day. Even if you don't use it, you got it free. Yeah. Take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but bro, if somebody would have told me how much a loan processor makes, I would have just
switched my major to like finance or something,
bro.
Because it's too easy, man.
I'm about to give away a gem right now. I was on Indeed the other day, and this is loan processing company called Mr. Cooper. Bro, they paying people like $375 per file to process loan. That's on top of a base salary and bonus and overtime.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't know how legit this is, so somebody please fact check it, because I looked into it, but I don't have no experience in that, and I was only looking because my mom, she used to process loans and stuff, so I was just looking for stuff for her.
And that's crazy too, because I was just on Indeed the other day looking at. I applied for
it's
a couple
remote
paralegal
position. It's a remote position.
I applied for a couple paralegal positions because I'm looking. I'm like, paralegals out here starting at 55.
Bruh.
Like, bro, what?
You just researching cases and giving the attorney stuff you need for the case, bro.
That's it. You preparing the case files, and I'm like, bro, this all they doing? I say, bro, let me go ahead and apply for this, bro.
This definitely, if they would have showed me a sheet, okay, you can make this much if you do this. I don't care about the whole, if you like what you're doing, you're never going to work a day in your life concept. That's great. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we got bills and shit. Yeah. So, like, bro, if I can work, I'll work 10 years and hate my job and then go on to something else if I can stack up and start a business and move on.
Right.
Or if I get in a position to where I'm comfortable, I think I said this last year, like, to where my life insurance ain't the only thing I'm going to give my kids, then, like, I'm straight. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, okay, I'll be mad for these couple of years that I got to deal with these people or my job a headache. But when that direct deposit hit, bro, I don't care. Straight. because the adage is, oh, you don't want to work at a job that you hate. But at the same time, if you work a job you like, you're gonna be broke in some of the cases. You know, depending on what you do. Yeah, like find me
nothing.
Bro, I'm gonna print that sheet out for my daughter. I'm gonna make a list. These are all the career fields you can work in. But now, like you said earlier, bro, you gotta if you buy the right cryptocurrency in 10 years, you be straight.
You be straight. That's the thing too. I think this new generation is showing us that, you know what I'm saying, risk takers win.
Yeah. That's say that one more time for people.
Risk takers win, bro. You gotta take risk.
I think my biggest issue was, and I think it's subconscious or maybe it's some kind of psychological stuff to it. Like y'all probably heard me say it before. I'm intrigued with psychology. I used to want to be a psychologist. That's something I do regret not doing. Like
I wanted to go to law school. I prepared for the LSTAT and everything. Yeah. I had my dog Tari, you know what I'm saying, and my dog Jasmine, you know what I'm saying, one of the best point guards to come through, cook me. Shout out 3. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I had them help me, you know what I'm saying, send me some information and stuff. I prepared for the LSTAT, but now I was just like, do I want to go to law school for another 4 years? That
was my only hiccup, bro. I wanted to get out of school and just start working so I could get my own shit.
Do I really got another 4 years?
Because when I was getting my master's, my teacher, I had I think it was a criminal law course I was taking, and we had to do case analysis on certain stuff, and we got like an hour to do every exam. It was one question, and you got to break it down and blah, blah, blah. So I used to do them, and I used to be like, I felt like I was a goat at interpreting law. Like it was just easy for me. And he was like, man, if you ever want to go to law school, I'll write you a recommendation letter. And I was like, I want to go to school for 4 more years. Plus, and the first thing I thought about was how many loans I'm going to have to take out.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand at the time, bro, if you get through it, you'll be able to pay them shits back
quick.
But I didn't have that sheet. I didn't know. Yeah. Like, I didn't look into it. I was maybe 2021. I was like, man, I was a case manager at the time. Like, man, I'm trying to work out all these.
Defense attorneys making money.
Oh, my God, if I could be Pablo Escobar's attorney.
I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
be the little attorney for somebody who know that look, Kodak Black and
check me out though. It's a reason, because you got to have a certain moral code to be a defense attorney, bro.
You do.
I'm not gonna have one. You slide. Oh, okay.
Okay, hey, it is what it is.
You know how many
I'm finna try my best to get you off this murder.
But hey,
if you don't win, you don't. You know what you went out there and did.
Yeah. But if you good, you get them off. You know, man, that's the hardest part, bro. Like, imagine being an attorney.
Johnny Cochran.
Imagine being Pablo Escobar attorney, and you know he done killed 10 of them because they didn't get him off before, bro.
Or Kim Kardashian daddy.
Yeah, him and Johnny Cochran. You don't think it's
weird
weird that both of them
slicker
dead?
than car salesmen. Lawyers have to be slicker than car salesmen.
I'm a conspiracy brain. You don't think it's weird that both of the attorneys that got OJ off dead and he's still alive?
Crazy.
I just think that's funny.
That is.
I mean, they don't probably have nothing to do with each other.
Right.
But to me, it's just hilarious. But anyway, yeah, like, I like that. Lawyers are slicker than cars.
They slicker than car salesmen, boy. Because at the end of the day, you got to go up there and you got to sell a lie. Yeah. You got to sell a lie.
But you know the truth, and you got to
You know the truth, but you got to sell a lie.
I'm good at that too, boy.
You got to sell a lie, boy.
Dang, well, I should have been a lawyer.
I'm telling you, look, God, you know this is my job. I got a lot of these people. I got a lot of these people.
Bro, I haven't had jury duty yet. I got selected one time when I was in college, but you know,
bro, when I was in the Army, I used to always get them jury duty things, and I'm like, well, I have an excuse not to make them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm active service. So
I want to go though, just to see how it flows and what. Even if I get picked.
Every time I get one of them letters, I be thinking about that Martin episode with Cole in there. He was just in there just
Martin was trying to slide out the window the whole time.
Martin was trying to go get something. He got to do something with his wife. Cole.
That's when Gina was ovulating or something like that.
Yeah, Cole in that motherfucker. He just trying to eat, get the free food. Hey, they paying us by the hour. Where you trying to go? Like, let me
Martin
get this
was
money.
hot, dog. Martin was 38 hot, bro.
Too hot with that boy, man. I'm just like, bro. Nah, jury duty ain't for me, bro. All I gotta do is hear what the case is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, he killed him. Let me hear what he gotta say real quick.
Not to switch subjects. Skating hot take. Brave the press. Bud Dupree going to the Titans.
Bud Dupree going to the Titans.
Left the Steelers.
Steelers must well, you know what I'm saying? They got their linebacker that went down that they had been drafted from Michigan.
Oh yeah,
he coming back. So.
But nah, that's probably because Ben won't take a pay cut. He want that whole whatever he about to hit the salary cap for.
Ben might as well go ahead and retire too.
Yeah, he need to go ahead and get up out of there.
He might as well go ahead and retire.
He don't got another one in him.
He already lost his best guard. Ponce twins retired.
Both of them gone?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Them boys was nice.
Both of them retired.
They made the Pro Bowl every single year. You know they went to Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make
you
sure.
know they from Lakeland, though.
I know. They have camps all the time out there,
in front of the city. And you know them boys were scared to play us. 07 and 08, 06, 07
Chris
and
Rainey
08.
was not afraid to play Armwood, bro.
Everybody know. If you
they
from
was
Tampa,
undefeated.
you know and we won.
Man.
If you know, you
y'all ain't
know.
have nothing on
Armwood we would have smacked them boys.
Bro, Armwood would have put 70 on y'all. You talking about
is Armwood.
I mean, not Armwood, Lakeland.
Lakeland wouldn't have put no 70
bro,
on
you talking
us,
about
bro.
you talking about the
With
Lakeland
Dougie,
Dreadnoughts.
Doc, Petey Smith, Tory, they
y'all had
running
some people.
none of that.
Y'all had some people on it. Y'all had
They ain't never seen no defense we had.
Bro.
You
talking about the same team that had Ahmad Black, Chris Rainey.
Yes, them boys wouldn't even play us in the 7-on-7 in the off season.
I mean, I ain't gonna cap. Y'all had a squad.
We would smoke them boys.
Had the triple option offense and that defense. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, we would smoke them boys, bro.
I think it would have been a good game, but y'all wasn't stopping Chris Rainey.
I don't know.
Nobody was stopping Chris Rainey.
Crazy, bro. Noel Devine, we would have smashed that boy up too. Bro, listen.
Come on now.
If you know, you know.
Like we
best defense in Florida, bro.
I don't know about that. Y'all
best defense in Florida. I don't know about this new Armwood now. I'm talking about
they quarterback pretty nice
from
though.
like 02 all the way to 08.
Yeah, from let's say 02
to all the way to 08, 09.
But you gotta remember,
nobody fucking with
in
us.
that mix, Plant was running stuff too. Now,
no, they wasn't. They was getting their ass whooped by us.
Not in that mix. Like towards 06, 07.
That's when they started getting a name for themselves.
When Chris Rainey and them boys was at, because I want to say we graduated the same year, or he might be a year older than me.
Rainey got out of there in 07.
Yeah, I played my senior year when we
would have smoked him.
No, bro.
We would have smoked him.
I don't believe that, bro.
We would have smoked him. We had the best, bro. I'm talking about Tory Davis, Petey Smith.
I remember.
We had Angelo Hadley back there, bro. We had Ryan Giddens.
Y'all had some goons on y'all squad.
What is you talking about?
But y'all ain't smoking.
We had
Lakeland,
the best
bro.
running back, hands down. I don't care what nobody say.
Chris Rainey was the best running back in the country that year.
Wasn't nobody touching my dog Eric. No, wasn't nobody touching my dog E32. My boy was a big 5'10", 5'11", about 235, and he gonna put a move on you.
We own the topic of more than the league.
Listen,
what happened when they went to college,
bro? But that's Tampa athletes.
Chris Rainey, them boys was at Florida showing out. Even though Rainey messed himself up doing all that dumb stuff.
Them was just Tampa athletes.
You forgot about Hillsborough too. Hillsborough went undefeated.
We smacked them.
I know, but Jared Faison was raw.
Faison was the rawest thing to come out of Hillsborough. Besides my dog Eric Fennell.
He was.
But Jefferson was bang, but
Garcia wasn't.
That's all they had.
On that level.
All they had was Garcia.
But Garcia was raw. He was running.
He was.
Bro, he was running through us, laughing, pointing.
But that's all they. Listen, bro. If you come to Tampa, the first team you gonna hear about is Armwood.
But that's like
what built Hillsborough County.
But I don't think y'all smashing them.
Hillsborough had a little run when they had McCullough and them boys.
If we got when they
had McCullough and them boys.
All I know is people who not from Tampa, they won't know what the heck we talking about. Tampa or Lakeland. But they done heard of one of these two schools.
We would have smashed Lakeland.
I don't know, bro.
We would have smashed Lakeland.
I do not know.
Pass, no pass, whatever. We would have smashed Lakeland.
You gonna make a lot of people mad with that.
We would have smashed Lakeland. We could have played them.
I'm not mad at you.
Sideline, bust up, whatever. We would have smashed Lakeland.
I just want to know who was going to catch Chris Rainey. Kickoff return out the backfield. Okay. I don't know. Nobody was catching that man.
Look up Angelo Hadley. We had, my dog Low would have killed Rainey coming through that alley. It don't even matter. He wasn't going to get to the sideline. Tory was too fast. Tory was running like a 4.5 at like 6'4", 6'5".
I sent you a DM of somebody that looked like Tory.
Bruh.
But you not catching him. You talking about
my boy Petey was running like a 4.6. Yes.
That man was running like a 4.2.
It don't matter. When a Mack truck meet a goddamn Nissan Sentra,
hey,
you smash.
Bruh, all I know is you was not catching Chris Rainey in the open field.
Crazy. It wasn't gonna be no open field for him.
Bruh. We could talk about this all
day. We
day.
played other 3-star, 4-star running backs. It ain't no open field out there when you swimming with them sharks.
Chris Rainey was the high school Reggie Bush.
He was, but look who he played against.
They have a Lakeland got a smaller. What they like a 3?
Nobodies. They played against a bunch of nobodies. This man running doing.
They played St. Thomas Aquinas in the championship game.
St. Thomas Aquinas wasn't that good back then.
They made it to the championship game,
but St. Thomas Aquinas was playing a weak schedule. I'm just saying, bro. Listen, if you know, you know, bro. You know, 2007, 2004 to 2008, we would have.
How many championships y'all had? Y'all had 2 in that time or 3? Cause I know they won back to back, right? Y'all won 06 and 07 or 05, 06.
05, 06.
I was just mad that Calvin ain't do nothing at Iowa because I don't know if it was whatever happened, but
my dog, big boy.
Yeah, he wanted to play running back, and they wanted him to play fullback or something like that. He was technically a fullback.
He was technically a running back because we was running wing T wishbone. So
all I know is ain't nobody want to tackle him either.
Couldn't nobody mess with us, and we hit him, Demetrius McCray, Jamil Williams.
BMW.
Nobody. Come on.
I mean, everybody know when you talk about football, the only acronym you heard from Onward was BMW, and we already knew what it was. But still,
it wasn't no blowing money fast. No. This BMW ain't need no oil.
Hey, Rainey was that dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, I hate saying that because they used to bust.
He did have 2 of the best O linemen in the world, though.
Yeah,
he did. But that ain't gonna help you because you ain't getting to the outside.
You might be right.
You not getting out there.
But hey, we could go on and on for this.
We could.
I definitely feel like this was a.
If you from Tampa, if you know, you know.
You know.
If you know, you know. Armwood all day.
But anyway, man, let's go ahead now. We done been in here talking these people ears off, man.
Yeah.
You got any shout outs for today, man?
You already know, man. Shout out to my one-legged wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hop along.
Matt Vision Photography, MAC visionphotography.com. Log in, you know what I'm saying, and book us. We had a couple, you know what I'm saying, little bookings and stuff. We, you know what I'm saying, we doing our little thing.
I seen y'all did a little wedding that turned out nice.
Digital photo shoot yesterday, I think it was. So, you know what I'm saying, we doing our little thing. Also, we definitely got this mentorship or mentor program in the works, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I'm saying, we will be on the lookout for that, you know what I'm saying? We will be posting that soon, you know what I'm saying, getting things in order, crossing T's, dotting I's. But yeah, we definitely got that coming up because we're definitely into giving back and stuff. So watch out for that.
Yes, sir. Man, last week I shout out my nephew for doing something big, you know, with his acting stuff and all that. So this week I'm gonna shout out my niece. She just dropped her little wig line on Instagram, and y'all go support. Her name is Ariana.
Lace me up.
For real, on IG, 2 R's, 2 I's.
I ain't playing. Lace me up. But go ahead.
She might do the she might do the hair replacements.
Yeah.
But you know, my niece, man, she's grown up now, man. I remember her when she was a little baby. Shout out to you, Ari. Shout out my brother. But yeah, y'all go mess with that, man. She got a nice little wig sale going on. So shout out to you. Hopefully you doing well and your business is prosperous. But other than that, man, that's my only shout out for today. You know, y'all follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank y'all for all the support.
All of it.
If you got any issues with the videos, that's the guy to blame.
Hey,
but nah, my dog gonna get it right.
We're gonna get it right, man.
We having some technical difficulties again, but you know, slow progress is better than no progress, and we're gonna get it right. These applications, this technology be talking back sometimes.
Right. Don't use YouTube as an excuse not to listen because we on every major streaming platform.
Every platform.
So don't even
every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Y'all know the
kicking
place.
That content every Wednesday, 7 a.m.
Back in the classroom.
Hey, you know
Chris.
we forgot to talk about.
What's
you
that?
can't even let you do that.
What's
Kurt
that?
Franklin.
Oh my God! Thank you. See, God
Kurt
was on
Franklin.
our side. Hey, scratch all the
I told you,
outros.
Christians curse, boy.
Hey,
Christians will get in your ass, boy. I'm telling you.
Kurt got on his son so hard, but the thing that was made me mad about that whole situation, if y'all haven't seen it, basically Kurt Franklin called his son a bitch ass for whatever they was arguing about. That was like the highlight of the whole argument.
I know that shocked some people because they were like, Kurt, oh my God.
His son told him to try it and shut the fuck up. If your 32-year-old son talking to you like that, he got to get hands.
Yeah,
that's
32.
just me. He
32.
I stopped listening when I found out how old he was. Never mind. I ain't finna even listen no more because one, if y'all talking to each other like that, y'all already got some rifts in y'all relationship. Yeah. He called you a bitch ass because you said whatever. You recording it just proves a point to me.
And then you my son, but you also you a 32-year grown ass man. Bro, I'm finna beat your ass.
You talking to me like you want them hands.
You feel me?
And the funniest thing I seen was Jamel Hill. She tweeted, she was like, I done been cussed out in Jesus' name plenty of times.
Yeah.
Like, obviously y'all don't go to church.
I ain't see nothing wrong with it.
But I can get the, oh my gosh, it's Kurt Franklin. But somebody else was like, he human. But acting like he God. Like, he not supposed to be perfect.
All these videos y'all be seeing on IG, I know you seen the one video. Y'all know y'all seen that one video that pastor out there eating that box.
Oh, yeah. Bruh, he was
Come
wild.
on now.
That was a wild moment.
These pastors be out here doing some off the wall shit. Off the wall. And y'all still on Sunday going putting that tithes and offering.
Speaking of the pastors and stuff, I seen the Vatican said they can't bless same-sex marriages.
Oh, yeah?
Because God won't bless the sin, but they've been raping people forever, so I don't know. It's just weird, bro. But
that's a subject.
That Kurt Franklin thing was funny. Everybody trying to cancel him, and I was like, for what?
Cancel him for what?
He talking to his kids.
Like y'all people don't talk to y'all kids like that.
And then people with the hypersensitivity.
And there be some of y'all people out here that don't even bathe y'all little infants.
You can't talk to kids that way. That's why I grown. Nobody know the dynamics of their relationship.
All right.
They could have been arguing like this for the longest. Granted, it's not the most healthiest thing, but if that's how they communicate, obviously that's how they communicate. If you're not gonna step in with no solution, don't sit here and say, "Oh, he should be canceled because he's talking this and that."
Black
you done got cussed out
everything
by somebody in your life before, and you ain't thought nothing about canceling them.
Right?
You probably been touched by an uncle.
Your mama done talk to you like that. You ain't cancel your mama.
Real.
Yeah,
bruh, ain't nobody thought about that at all. Your mama done cussed you out. You done touched the snack
Black
you
people
wasn't supposed
stop being so sensitive. Come on, like y'all don't know what the culture about.
You done touched the snack you wasn't supposed to touch before, or tried to sneak something out the fridge when you was not supposed to, and got cussed out at a way younger age, and now you worried about a 32-year-old man getting cussed out. Hey, but like I said, everybody in their feelings. So I could be wrong. Don't shoot me. I'm just talking my talk. That's all.
Killing me, man.
But
anyways, let's get up out of here, man.
Yeah, y'all know the time, y'all know the place. Back in the classroom every Wednesday, kicking that content to you. Until next episode, I'm Chris.
Hey, Corey Mack, young goat.
Yes, sir. We sophisticated ignorance. Peace.